We got a fun-filled show tonight.
I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Career, the General, A60 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm.
You ain't need more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8 you down to Nationals.
I'm around.
When certain people don't get their way or they feel slighted, they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
We locked the
I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.
Yo. We live. I don't even know if y'all can hear us or not. There's a lot of people in the lobby. What's up, Pop Warner Nation? Nationals is here.
You do the podcast?
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
All right, how you doing?
You guys do the podcast about my team? Or not? I'm just kidding.
We're going to talk about all the teams. We talk about all the teams every Wednesday night at 9.
Every Wednesday night?
Oh my God, that's the hardest.
What have you heard about Saddleback Valley 13U? Heard anything?
Let me see.
No, we know y'all in the final.
We know y'all in the final. I tell you what, though, people told us earlier in the year when we first was doing preseason rankings, Valencia Park was ranked because we knew about them. I did not know about y'all. I know about y'all only because y'all played us 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember.
Last year, we know y'all lost.
We played West Chase after y'all in the national title. So we knew about y'all because we played y'all the year before. Y'all beat us when our running back broke his collarbone. Last year we were hoping, So last year we was hoping to meet again. Then y'all, and then this year actually Bloomfield, the team that came down, beat our 13U.
They just lost to West Chase yesterday.
And they
We
just
should have beat West Chase. We had first goal on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
2 yard line. 2 yard line and fumble. Into the game.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy PH the Prez, Mr. Buck 140.
It's your boy, Coach Career, the General, A60 Army.
Okay, so we have to talk about National Pop Warner. We're gonna cover all bases. We're gonna talk about all the teams, and we're gonna make predictions on who's gonna win. Don't hold us accountable. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Don't listen. But please do not stop us tomorrow and Saturday with an attitude. Okay. Demetrius, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Playboy?
Niche, Cam, what's up, my guy? But it's important that we cover it.
Word. All the shares is out.
Yeah, we live. Y'all can talk though. It don't matter. We here right now with Saddleback.
Saddleback.
They just told us they gonna
national
win.
final game.
I don't know if we can go against them. Saddleback just told us they gonna win. So 24 and a half is
Who
the
they
spread.
playing?
That's a big spread.
Who they play against?
It's a big spread. It's not me, okay? I ain't say that. Just talking about the spread. Oh, we got live guests. We got live guests that's gonna be on. We're gonna have our Bloomfield 13U coach on.
Hamden's 9U.
Hamden's 9U. We might get Blaze Father,
coach.
Rudolph Ingram on.
We got the Saddleback head coach right here.
We got Saddleback head coach here.
13U head coach.
13U. We almost up. Let's wait till we get up to about 200 viewers.
We're gonna have Rodney Myers on.
Rodney
from
Myers is going to be on Connecticut, New Britain 13U. Fast break. Yo, hit me up and inbox me, man. I'll get you on live.
What up, Jerry? What up, Emmis?
Saddleback should be D1. They too good, said Michael Underwood.
Oh, like Michael Underwood. Where's Michael Underwood from?
Mike, where you from, Mike?
Oceanside,
Saddleback want to
Oceanside.
know.
Oh,
He's from
I think he's
Oceanside.
Oceanside.
Oh,
Yeah, he's Oceanside.
We love those guys. Right.
Hey, you know what? Come sit down. We'll do Saddleback first, man. Let's interview Saddleback first. Let's do it. Why not? What's up, Coach?
Hey, how are
First
you?
of all, y'all too good. Y'all should be Division One, man. That's what the people saying, not me.
We certainly tried.
All right, no, so all good. So, 3 years in a row you've been out here.
4 years.
4 years. First time in the Natty.
First time in the Natty.
First time.
Last 2 years. Last 2 years got the semis.
Yep.
And had a heartbreaker last year against West Chase.
That's West Chase.
West Chase,
They can
very
talk,
good
let 'em
football
talk,
team,
let 'em
no
talk.
question about it. They're fantastic. And this year we went Division 2.
Yep.
And we played East Bay Warriors.
East Bay.
Very good team. Very physical team. Hard-hitting team. Right, Coach?
Yep.
Really hard-hitting. And then played Florida Martin out of Florida. Number one's a stud, but we were able to kind of contain him and then get to that Maddie.
What do you know about Darian?
We've watched them on film. They have three guys, number 8, number 1, and number 20, and they all look like really kind of a three-headed monster. And we got to contain those guys to win that game, period.
So you've been out here 3 years in a row. What it took you, so I was talking to one of my teams, right? This is their second year in a row, and they didn't get there. And so they're starting to question themselves. It took you 4 years. This is your 4th year.
We came here the first year. We lost both games. We were in Orlando. We had a 10-year-old group.
Yep.
We had a really good year, and we won a really big WestCon final. And we ended up coming here, and what happened was we lost both games. I think the event, the first year you come here,
yep.
I talked to a coaching staff here this week. When you come here the first time, the stadium, the fields, the vibe, it's overwhelming. And kids will get a little bit, I don't know, maybe too distracted.
Yeah.
To play football.
Yeah.
And we lost both. The next year we came back, and that was 11-year-olds. We won our first game against Hartford.
Yep. I remember.
And that was one of our greatest wins ever, right, Coach?
Top 5.
Top 5. And we thought they were just fantastic. And they hadn't lost or been scored upon, as I recall.
Yep. Coach Larry.
We beat them, I think, 22-0 or something. But it was 0-0 at halftime, I think, in that game.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Yeah. And we got to play Dixmoor, and I was like,
Dixmoor, yeah.
Where do they find these guys? I mean, the whole team was like 300 pounds.
That's my boy Tim Webb. Hey, shout out to my boy Tim Webb from Mid America. I mean, that was my boy Tim Webb's team.
We finished the game.
That was Proviso?
Yeah, Proviso. They came back as Dixmoor or something.
We finished the game. There was a barbecue at this stadium, at Campbell Stadium. I walked out, and I just sat there amongst these boys that played against our team. And I thought, what's going on around here? They had to be 250 pounds each. And I told Coach, we need to move to Illinois and start coaching there because this is where it's at. They were great, but really good team. And then they lost big to Florida that year.
Yeah, they lost big to Florida.
And I thought, well,
they lost to the Avalon Wolves.
They were good. They had a
and
great
you know who
quarterback.
Avalon is? No, you know that now Avalon is now in AYF as one of the top teams in the nation.
Right,
Same team, Avalon Wolves.
They had a great quarterback.
ADK, aren't they called?
Something like that.
Yeah.
They had a great quarterback, right, Sonny? That guy was good. I mean, and then Dixmoor they lost that game.
They lost
But yeah, Dixmoor was good. And then the next year we came back again and got to play a Texas team, beat them, and then lost by 2 points to West Chase in the semis, and West Chase went on to beat Hartford.
Yep.
Hartford made it that year, which was good for Hartford. But so this year we just had a couple errors this year. We made a couple mistakes throughout the year that really. In fact, we went to practice day. What'd you say at practice day, Sonny? But we say
We should be D1.
we should be
We
D1.
were upset.
And
So-
we got here, and so now we're making the most of it.
So I want to make this clear because in a lot of regions they don't do this, right? So you say you guys should be D1. Do you guys go to your regional championship?
Yes.
And the winner goes D1
Yes.
and the loser go D2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So up until that point, everybody is in no division.
right.
Okay.
We played a team called Losal. We beat them 3 times in a row, and we beat them in the regular season. And we were up 2 touchdowns with 6 minutes left, and we just made a couple mistakes and lost that game by
2 points.
2 points.
Now,
But we hadn't lost.
so what was your record overall on the season?
We lost 2 games.
2 games all season.
Undefeated regular season.
Undefeated, so 8-0 to start. And then at some point between championship regional,
Ended up down
there were
Division
2
2.
losses. And so because of that, you end up in division.
The
2.
losses though for our team, I think we since we lost, we're better. Sometimes you need to lose.
You
I mean,
learn.
It sounds
you
crazy.
learn. Yeah, no. I'm a believer that being undefeated in the regular season is overrated. I tell people no, it doesn't matter, right? Because kids can get comfortable.
Hartford.
I
think they thought. Did they think they beat us no problem that year?
I think that
Because
no. We knew you guys were good. No, we knew Saddleback
Well,
traditionally.
Saddleback.
We know about
Yeah,
Saddleback,
we
so
know
we
about
knew you
Saddleback.
good. And I had spoke with Coach Larry Myers, but we did believe we had a shot because early on, I don't know if you remember, number 4 popped and they got called back. So
Yep.
we was like, if he's healthy, and then at some point in the third quarter, he took a hit and he went out. I did not think it would make that much of a difference, but you guys completely dominated from that point on.
Right.
And it was complete domination. But we knew about Saddleback, so at no point did we typically teams from that area play great football. So everybody that comes out of that
West
area
Con region, right?
is
Yeah.
competitive. Right.
What's going on? Yeah, but like I said, I think going back to your original question, coming here as a first year for first time.
Yeah, or first
It's
or
very
second, it
overwhelming, I
seemed
think.
like it
It's
takes
very
time.
overwhelming
Right.
for like I think teams, and I think it's
Yeah.
and everybody's good. You know, you don't get here because you suck.
Yeah.
You know,
And I got some coaches that's coming on, and it's their
All right.
first time. So no, a reason I wanted to ask you that is to give them insight, because it hearing somebody consistently come 3 or 4
Yeah.
times, and it takes that amount of time to overcome that hump. It has to mean so much more. You know, it's like the Buffalo Bills. Eventually, had they won, they probably would have threw the biggest party. They probably would have threw the biggest party that God ever seen, right? But they never got over that hump. So I don't know if you want to do this, but I'm gonna do this. You ready?
yes, sir.
Give me a prediction.
Oh well, maybe I don't want to do this.
I'm sorry. look, he said don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll tell you this. We watched Darien. They've won 2 really solid wins. They played at the Young Whippets, and I think the Young Whippets have
Downtown's really good.
tons of talent.
Yes.
And they were down, I think, 22-8 at one point.
Darien was?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And they came back. I mean, so that tells me
That's
they got
impressive.
some character. They got some no quitting them. They've got some, because you get a team down 22, 24-8, and sometimes they pack it in. They didn't do that. So we are going out there, and our goal is to play our best game of the year tomorrow night. We'll see what happens.
ZZ said, I know that coach. What's your name, ZZZ? We don't know YouTube names. West Chase coach 13U to win the national championship. That's Division 1. We're talking Division 2 right
Starting
now.
with Division 2.
We're starting with D2. Don't get the D1.
Yeah, because D2's tomorrow.
Somebody said that coach is the best. Shout out.
Whoever you are, I like you a lot.
Where you from?
You like PT,
What up, Coach E is in the building, Capital City. Oh God, here we go. We're gonna hear about Capital City 8U over the next 2 hours. And that's all Coach E's gonna talk about.
All right.
Coach,
He's gonna go
quick
crazy.
question. What you think about the new facility here in North
Oh,
Carolina?
you know-
Your experience.
Well, the temperature's too cold.
Yep.
I've never been so cold in my life. Coach Reynolds, my buddy here, he and I do this together. He couldn't feel his feet for about 2-3
Is
hours.
this the
straight.
coldest weather you guys have ever played in?
Ever played it? And
Oh,
we're,
wow.
it's 78 degrees at home right now.
Oh, is it?
Yes, sir.
Pop
And
Warner, maybe we should bring it to Cali.
yeah,
Pull out. If you can't get ESPN White World of Sports, call Saddleback. They got a facility. We'll make it work. Keep going.
but I'll say this: there is such a great vibe here when all 4 teams from a division play on one area, and you can look from field to field to field.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely awesome.
Agreed.
I think the facility, the stadium, everything about that sports complex is.
That's the Saddleback
Top-notch.
coach. Yes, Larry, that's my 12U coach you played against. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
Saddleback coach. Yeah, that is. All right. How do you think it affected your team negatively? Did it take you longer to start, or the weather? You guys are. I'm sure y'all didn't have Under Armours at home. Y'all probably didn't have one.
We were
I don't know if y'all came here and bought any.
we were shivering for the game, but when the game started,
That was good.
our boys woke up and they played super hard. So you know what? I don't know. I watch NFL games and I'll see guys playing in 20-degree weather with
Yep.
taking their shirts off and stuff. And I don't understand that, but it's about football. I guess once the game starts, I think even I forgot about the temperature. When the game starts, everybody goes blank. But it's a little cool, but the facility, the stadium, the vibe here, I think it's great. Sonny, you think it's great? I think it's great. I mean, I liked Orlando too. Don't be wrong. We got to play in Campbell Road Stadium one night.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
that's
so
beautiful.
fun.
Oh, it was beautiful. It's beautiful.
The stadium was empty, but we were there.
I think the atmosphere tomorrow, because it's a smaller stadium, I think
It'll be more
I think it's gonna
electrifying
be
with the
atmosphere.
crowd.
It is.
Right.
Filled-
I filmed that stadium. I've walked over there and filmed it. I thought it was turf.
It looks
Yeah,
that
no,
good.
it's-
It's grass.
Looks like that.
It was smart. I think it was a smart decision by Pop Warner to keep everybody off that field till Friday, Saturday.
I think it's
Because had it been
awesome.
used all week,
It'd be all
I
chewed
don't
up.
think it would. Yeah, it would have been all chewed up.
No, I think the whole thing's been great. I think Bob Warner National's done a great job. I just we're both
There you go.
We both do this for fun. We don't have any kids here. We just do it for fun. Like Sonny over there he's my main man. He and I do this together. We're 50-50.
Yeah, we don't got
And
no kids involved.
we started coaching in '99.
99.
We coached our boys.
I was 99. I was a junior in
I
college.
wasn't even 20 yet.
Well, we were trying to win football games. In '99. And we were winning stuff, right, Sonny?
Hey, listen, I had somebody tell me I'm getting a little too old to do this. So
No, you're
whoever
not.
that is, but no, seriously, listen, congratulations, man.
Thanks
a lot. Well, before you go, Tim Webb is watching, the guy who beat you.
Oh,
2 years ago, you were talking about that team that all weighed 250.
yeah, they were great. I mean, hey,
He jumped on.
if you ever if some of those kids move to Southern California, please
him
give me a call. If you have any, we're going to go back to 9U next year.
Okay.
We are. Any 9U kids want to live in sunny Southern California, just we'll get them out there. They can live in Sunny. Sunny's still offer a place for them.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
Good luck tomorrow, coach. Good luck tomorrow.
Hey, listen, we want to congratulate Saddleback. I see all of y'all watching. Was a great game. They were down. We were down 16-14 to you guys at halftime, he said.
Yep.
And then they end up winning.
Yeah.
So we got
They call back a screen.
Saddleback
It's a
versus
touchdown. So
Oh,
because you remember that.
Darian Swarm.
Darius Swarms out of Illinois.
Yep. All right,
So at 13U, we
prediction
got
time.
the Saddleback. We got Saddleback Bears, right? The Saddleback Bears out of Westcon versus the Darian Swarm out of Mid America.
Illinois. All right, but we
Illinois.
got to make a prediction. So I'm going to look at you first.
I'm going Saddleback.
You going Saddleback?
We going Saddleback.
Listen,
We outnumbered crazy here, dog.
I-
You going to get Saddleback, dog? You going to get
y'all
Saddleback?
can't see it, but they deep as hell. I just want to tell you, they're deep as hell. Listen,
I was going Saddleback anyway, though.
I'm going to tell you something, honestly. So I think the Darian Swarm is really, really talented. But I'm going with Saddleback for one reason only. I think they've been here 4 times, and it matters when you consistently come, because when you play so many big games and big moments, when you get tapped in or if it becomes a close game late in the fourth, I don't think that they'll crack because they've played those games. They've been down, they've been up, they've won and they lost. Playing West Chase a year ago, that close, I think matters. So I'm going to go with Saddleback, and I believe the score will be 16-8. That's what I'm going to go with. 16-8, and their offensive coordinator got pissed and walked out of here because I said he's only scored 16. He do not believe it should be less than 16. They told me the best running back in the nation is here behind. Oh, he's not there, but he's over there. Come over, come sit over here, man. Come on. Talk to me. What's your name, man?
Deegan Constantino.
Oh, you play running back.
Yeah,
How long you been
running
playing
back.
running back?
For like 5 years with the same team.
5 years. So you started when you was what? 9 years old? All right. Best running back in the nation. What number are you?
Number 24.
So when y'all on the stream tomorrow, watch number 24 from Saddleback. He's gonna be putting on for his city. What city you from?
Mission Viejo, California.
Cali.
Yep.
Y'all got a kid out there. Hey, Cal, University of Cal, one of y'all coaches watching. I better hit him up because you mess around in the University of Pennsylvania or Penn State, hit him up. No, not Penn State. They don't got no coach, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? We in NC, Belichick might come around the corner and make the offer. So you better hurry up, Cal. You ain't got long. He's going to be 13 this year. He's going to go to high school, and you got 2 years to make the offer. You know what I'm saying? I'll broker the deal. It's NIL time. I'm not going to take the 410. I'll take 5 because I care about the kids. No, seriously. So how many touchdowns you had? I heard your dad saying that you had like five touchdowns this week.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns, yeah.
Did you play running back in the past, or did you change positions and become a running back this year?
I always played running back since I was 9. Yeah.
Is this your most successful year playing running back?
Yeah, it is. By far. It is.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it took you time to learn the game, or you just think that you guys came together more, you became better?
like as a team, like we developed like over the years, you know, and we just got like more guys and we got better and improved. But like I think I got better like as our team got better too. So
Is your name Deegan?
yeah, D.
Somebody said Deegan. He's really like that. We run the West. I don't know who that is. Is that one of y'all in here? Who's writing that? Which one of y'all writing that? Is there somebody in here writing that? Honestly, oh, they back home. Oh,
Yeah.
Sealick. Y'all know Sealick. It's Sealick. That's who it is. Sealick is on here. Big y'all. Hey, listen, man. Good luck. I'm gonna be watching up close and personal. I hope you win a national title, man. Good luck. Good luck to you guys. Yo, listen. So we about to bring on Hamden 9U coach, and the reason I was asking Saddleback's head coach about what it's like to consistently come, we got the Hamden Hurricanes. This is their first year coming in. He lost his first game. Y'all won the second.
Second game won.
So they lost their first game and they won a second game. So talk to me. Tell me, this is your first time coming out in National Pop Warner with a team. What's your biggest takeaway from attending, coming down to National Pop Warner? What do you think? What was your biggest takeaway from the year? As you look at your season holistically.
I felt like us playing like the D1 teams prepared to come down here, but I realized a lot of teams don't stop playing until they don't stop playing. They play their final week and then come right into it, so they're still game ready.
So you think that I'm from New England, so I know what you're talking about. I'll explain. So you saying so our Division Ones finished November 8th.
Yeah.
That's a month before Nationals. You guys finished the 22nd, 23rd, which is still 2 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
Other leagues and regions are still playing up until a week before Nationals. You think that gives them an advantage?
Yeah, you can't replicate game speed in practice. It's the situational football. Everything is just different. So that team, they came out. They knew exactly. Their timing was just. You could tell they've been playing.
Right. Yeah.
Ours, it took us a little too long to wake up. We woke up and throughout the game, but it wasn't consistent. But that second game, we came out from beginning to end and just dominated.
Makes sense. If you could do anything different now that you know what you know at the end of the week, and I rewind time and make it back Thursday afternoon with your team, y'all just arrived, what would it be? Or would you not do anything different?
Not getting here.
Now I ain't talking about plays. I'm just talking about the whole experience of the national tournament.
No, getting here. No, I wouldn't do anything different. But 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I'll at least try to set up a joint scrimmage or something so get us back into gameplay. Like I said, these guys, when it's calculated down here, they have their game plan. All right, we finished Saturday. We got a game next Saturday. So we know what works, what doesn't work. So now you got a chance to actually, like I said, it's just different, the game speed. And you can tell the difference of the kids that's been playing. I watched a lot of football this weekend. Like I said, I watched your game. Yep. I watched the Boston game. I watched a lot of the Connecticut games. Off. And every single team has been off for either 2 weeks to a month. And you can actually tell that.
Right. So I'm assuming you're moving up to 10U?
Yeah.
too?
Yes,
all right.
Well, he's the three-time. Let's give him his flowers. He's the three-time New England champ. Right?
Twice, 8 and 9.
Twice, 8 and 9.
Yeah, regional twice. We basically won the state.
Right, 8U. You're right. At 6U.
Yeah.
And then 8U.
6, 8,
you guys
9.
won the regional championship, but a year ago, Pop Warner, D2 you need to come to national. We just heard Saddleback coach going down to 9U. He might be Division 2. He might want to come down to national. So 8U, D2s need to come down to nationals. So we're going to push that on them, and hopefully we can make a change.
What you thought about the week in the new facility? Well, you ain't been before.
You never been before. So give me pros and cons of facility, of the tournament, location, etc.
Oh no, it's like, to me, so I'm from New England, so the weather didn't really bother me or the kids. But to me, the experience was amazing. Like all the different teams, you get to meet. You know, you got the YouTube kids that's up here. The kids going crazy. I've never seen nothing like that. Kids following kids.
Right. What we didn't get enough of, and I think Pop Warner Steve, I'm gonna talk to you about this in person, my brother. We had D'Angelo Hall coaching the team.
Yeah.
We had another NFL player coaching the team. Nobody knew these NFL players was there coaching these teams. We have to promote that.
Yeah,
Because what's happening is it'll promote the brand, number one. But we got real NFL coaches across the field coaching. These kids is taking pictures with each other. There's real live NFL. D'Angelo Hall, he probably could make the
Hall
he
of
probably
Fame.
be in the Hall of Fame. We got Hall of Famers walking around the facility and nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
And so, look, one of the coaches I know from Manchester shook his hand and said, "What up, D'Angelo Hall?" He said, "Oh, I ain't think nobody recognized me." Right. And I'm not saying he was bothered because he wasn't. He just, he ain't gonna walk around going, "Hey, everybody, I'm D'Angelo Hall." Right. We could have promoted that more so these kids could go. And I'm telling you, like you said, they got YouTube. They go back and do it. Next year, you prepare your season. You think you come in the nationals, obviously. What is the difference between how you prepared them this year versus next year now that you've been down? Besides just playing those last games, or do you feel like they're already going to be prepared the same exact way? Just extended play will be enough to get you over the hump.
Yeah, so like my core group of kids, like that, the ones that have been here this year, they're gonna understand what it takes to be down here and what the process, the demand it is for you to have one of your teammates to want to be here and want to do what you're supposed to do here. Then now going to continue, now we get real football now.
Kickoff, kick return, high school, national federation rules.
And I learned the hard way about the punt rule down here. The New England punt rule is not the national punt rule. I learned the hard way, and it cost me field position doing it. So like I said, I learned a lot. Lucky to I'm in the same hotel with this gentleman right here from Saddleback, so I've been picking his brain on a lot of things. So I'm learning a lot about how to move when I'm down here.
If you lose at 10U in New England next year, blame Saddleback 13U coach because he's been giving he's been giving Greg Pittman all of the sauce to beat y'all in New England. Yo, my brother, I appreciate you sincerely. We'll talk.
Bush and Little Pittman, come on.
Come introduce yourself, man. How many touchdowns did y'all have this week? One?
I had one.
What?
You had multiple.
He had multiple.
Yeah, the safety.
Hey, listen, you guys are going to see them next year at 10U, and they're going to multiply their touchdowns, okay? What's your name?
Trey Bush.
Come on, speak up, fellas.
You know y'all wasn't that quiet earlier when we walked in here. Dolo. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. In New England, these guys have been putting up touchdowns, multiple touchdowns, like 4 or 5 touchdowns a game, right? I remember a year ago. Who did y'all play? Y'all played Chicopee. And Chicopee was undefeated. Yeah. And they were undefeated. And Chicopee's in my league. I'm the vice president of a league. So Chicopee in my league. Shout out to the Chicopee Braves. We went in there. I was cocky. I'm like, y'all got this. And then first play of the game, I think, Pittman pops. And then the second play of the game, he pops again. And then he pops. And then I was like, okay, I never seen this Hamden team. So listen, y'all keep up the good work. All right? But you got to get good grades or he going to pull you out. All right? All right, man. Good job.
Make sure
I'll see
y'all
y'all
come
later.
back out for the All-Star.
Hey, now we got to talk about what we came to talk about. It's going to get spicy. Thanks a lot. All right, I want to talk about the critics out there about National Pop Warner. All right, I want to say something to y'all because I get a little frustrated. And so now we about to just have it out real quick until our 9:45 live guests jump on. Listen, I'm tired of reading posts about how expensive it is and how you being robbed. I don't know nobody at National. I know people at National Pop Warner. I'm kind of cool with them. I say what up. They give me dap, all that. Let me explain something to y'all. I don't care about their salaries, though. You guys don't act Sesame Place when you go and give them $150 for your 3-year-old, what they doing with the money. When you pay $500 for 2 kids to get into Disney World, you don't ask Disney what they doing with their money. You pay to be in a damn tournament. You play, you shut up. Stop asking people what they do with their money. Only broke people check people pockets. Stop pocket watching people. It's a business. People got business. Don't ask me what we doing with the Hartford Hurricanes money and the Hartford Hurricanes. It's none of your business. The question you should ask, did I provide you with what I promised you when you got here? Did you have jerseys, shoulder pads, helmet, football pants? Did you get to push the sled? Did you practice under the lights? Did you practice in the facility? Did you have football games? Did you have insurance? Those things, once I provide that, you don't get to ask nobody else questions. Stop questioning, are these tournaments, or what are they doing with the money? Who cares whether they buy a Bentley or they decide that they're going to go and give themselves salaries, or they do nothing except give all the money back to charity? Why do you care? You are not forced to pay to come. You can win like Valencia Park and choose to stay home. That is your issue. But if you choose to pay, you do not have a right to turn around and say, hey, what did you do with my money? Let you play in my tournament. Schedule your games. Put them on Flow Sports. Watch you win or lose. Give you another game. Watch you win or lose. Then pat you in your ass and let you go home. That's what they do. You guys got to stop that. That's the corniest thing in the world is you guys talking about people money.
But you want to see them posts after they lose.
Of course.
When shit was good.
People don't win and ask what you do with the money. Right? Ain't no team making a national championship going, I wonder what they did with my money. They're getting ready for practice. Stop pocket watching people. That's the corniest thing ever. All y'all do is ask what that, that's the biggest thing in youth football, by the way, right? Soon as the parent get mad with the president, he's stealing money. No, don't let a president buy a truck or a car. It happens to me all the time. I love trucks. I'm a little person, so I like trucks. I weigh like 160 pounds all my life. When I get money, I'm gonna buy a truck. Okay, I ain't buying a car. Okay, and when I do that, it's the same thing every year. It happens all the time. You guys got to stop asking those questions. UIFL charge you to play. Oh, we can stay in the Airbnb. Cool. That's their method of setup. They choose to set it up that way. AYF charge you to play. YNC charge you to play. They can't run a national tournament for free. They just can't. You'd complain, y'all still got to catch flights. How would that change? The only difference is you got to book a hotel versus not. Y'all so corny out there. And I wanted to write back on those posts so bad, but I was being nice.
The truth of the matter is, though, the tournament this year in North Carolina, the weather's a little rough. The tournament and the play, I think, is better because of the four fields being right there, and that you have the ability to watch all four games at the same time. You didn't get that in Florida.
Disney World is better.
Bro. We gotta let that thought go too.
Well, I don't have to let it go. I'm gonna pump that into their mind all day. Disney World is better. ESPN White World of Sports. Saddleback should be playing on ESPN, okay? On Friday. See? One person. ESPN White World of Sports is better. I'm just saying, I'm going to keep pushing it. They might run up on me tomorrow and try to beat me up for saying it. But listen, y'all got to stop pocket watching. But I will say this. The fields is dope. Like the coach was saying, the ability. Look, I announced a couple games. I ain't announced a couple games. I announced 6 games this week. And the ability to just look back and watch a game, look forward and watch a game, look to the left and watch a game. And then you see all of these great games going on. That is wonderful because last year you had to catch a cart.
You had to walk or catch
somewhere.
A cart.
So I think that's dope. I think next year they said there'll be 5 or 6 other fields opening up for practice and possibly games. I think that's going to be dope. Instead of having to leave the facility to schedule your practice, because you would want to watch another team football program, but I need to be on the mic. Hey, shoot, you should, bro. You should be on the mic. No, on the mic to announce games at nationals. You should announce the national championship games.
He's playing in it, bro.
Oh, you can announce Tuesday, bro. Friday and play Saturday. But no question, Disney is top tier. Of course, Disney is better. Cheer doesn't have that ability. Well, what was wonderful about Disney was, because a person like me who's the president, I had 3 cheerleading teams and 2 football teams here. I was able to walk back and forth and see both. Now I got to make a choice. I'm not driving a half hour to cheer football. If I go to cheer, I'm going to skip football and vice versa. So I think that one thing we got to think about is the families that split a little bit, and we got to be conscious about there are a lot of single parents out there who will have kids at this tournament, and so I'm not saying it's an easy thing because I don't have to make that decision. I have the ability to just criticize and sit here and talk to y'all. But the thing is, when a mom has a cheerleader and a football player, and it's just her and she's down here, how does she go back and forth? I think when they decide to when they decide that they want to get a new contract, I think that that's something that they should think about. The facility in the vicinity of the cheer comp when it's in relation to the football comp. But I don't think that they should go to any other facility that don't have fields like they have here. That's 4 in a row or more, right? Because I think UIFL got 8.
Yeah, 8 in one location.
And it's exactly like this. So I think that you guys got to keep that up because that makes it important. And I think that once the practice field come, you'll get more people watching games because if my team had practice, they would have stayed and started watching football on the day before their games. So a lot of Division I teams would watch D2 games if practice was at the same facility. That's when grandparents come into play. True. Grandparents out there, shout out to you for watching the other son while the daughter or vice versa. So I had to vent on that because
That's good. But let's talk about the 12U game before we bring the next.
All right, 12U D2.
D2 should be Maryville and Maryville, Indiana, and
All right, we got Maryville
Oceanside.
against Creekside, who you're taking
Creekside.
automatic because you're
Yeah.
taking every Creekside team.
No, Creekside's good.
Maryville's
They
good.
beat the Soul Runners, which was the favorite.
Creekside good.
Remember, y'all ranked the
Soul Runners was
first,
number 1.
and they
So
knocked them off.
they did.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Maryville won their game against Delmar 31. Is Delmar Coastal Bears in y'all area? No, they are. Were they good? They were good. So I mean, we got a tough game. You know, I'm not about to go with you every time you choose something. So I'm going with the Maryville Pirates
I'm going
on this,
Creekside,
and he's going with Creekside.
which is, by the way, I found out is the old Grove.
Is that the
COVID,
case?
yeah. COVID, they folded. Now they became Creekside. It's San Jose.
I haven't seen Creekside, but I'll tell you this:
They're in your
Maryville
hotel.
has in this hotel. Oh,
No,
now
they're in your hotel.
oh, shout out to Creek. Y'all are in our hotel.
Right, yeah.
It's all love,
Creekside.
bro. When I see y'all later on tonight, but I just can't go with. We gotta. I'll tell you this: Maryville has a lot of speed.
Yeah, when
They're-
they size, they got size.
They're a lot. They got
got
some
size.
fast scat backs, and I think that that's gonna. No disrespect to Maryville, Creekside wins by 2 scores easy at least.
I think so.
Billy,
They're
you guys
well
played
coached.
the Billy. They played them, right?
No,
Schenectady played them.
Billy played.
No, Creekside. Yeah,
Oh, he
did.
played Creekside. Did he?
Yeah, they
First round?
lost 30-6. Yep, first
Oh.
round. Maryville, baby, says Roger Gursky. Hey, Roger, I'm on your side, brother. I'm going with Maryville. I think they'll win. Let's go to 11U, Tito, so we can keep it moving. I want to be here for an hour. Well, that's not going
Good
to
luck
be the
with
case.
that. That's never gonna happen.
11U. When we came out with the rankings in September, and I'm going to tell you it's not going to change for me. You might change. I'm going with Laporte Slicers to win back-to-back national title games. I don't
No,
think
they're good.
anybody is going to beat that
they're
team.
good. I watched them. I didn't realize they drew Oceanside. I might have to
Go ahead.
renege.
Go ahead. Go with Oceanside.
Oh no! I watched Grady Laporte again this week, 2 days ago. They're everything. They're
Nobody's
everything
going
they're
to beat
built up
them.
for.
It doesn't matter what
Yeah,
you say.
they
Nobody's
run,
going to
yeah,
beat
they
them.
run that. They
Nobody's
run
gonna
the
beat
WT, and it's tough.
They're good.
They're tough. They're big.
They
They're
already
physical.
won a natty.
They got a big tight end.
They got national. Roger, you coach them when you say that's my team, or you just like your son play for them, which is still cool. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. I just want to know.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's a tough draw for Oceanside. Drawing Laporte there.
Division 2, 10U. Mount Hope is in my league. I'm the vice president of the league. Mount Hope is in my league. I'm going with the Mount Hope
Yeah, we're going Mount
Cowboys.
Hope on that one. You gotta ride.
I
You
just
gotta ride with
Lake
OG
Norman.
early.
You guys are local, but I think Mount Hope got the fastest kid in the game.
Yeah, we play football too in New England, so we're going Mount Hope Cowboys at 10U.
Hey, Lake Norman, good luck to you, but we got to go with the home team. And 9U, Tito, Youngstown Bears, I'm going with.
Yeah, Youngstown Bears. We know. I saw them yesterday. They was at the games with NEO Flight. Who they draw on the other
They
side?
put 33 points up in both games
Yeah.
and only gave up 8 in the whole
And
tournament.
they play West Boynton, who played Hampton in the first round. Yeah, I'm gonna go Youngstown Bears. Ohio just seems to be the theme this year. This year at the tournament, all the Ohio teams have been dominant and impressive looking at the same time.
I already know the answer to this, but let's just make it a formality. And I told you these were the number 1 and number 2 teams that was ranked
Yeah.
back in September.
I'm going Oceanside against St. James. St. James is tough though. Out of Jersey, they
I'm
tough,
not
but
going to
I'm
go
Oceanside.
against my guy Shoop.
Yeah, now we going
Got a lot of
Oceanside.
respect for him as a coach. Last year, he's told me when he lost, he said, "Yo, we're coming back and we're going to win a national title game." That's a prediction for you know what, for him to
What
be
time
in this
they playing
game.
that game?
And he's
It's
playing the
gonna be
defending
freezing.
national
Yeah.
champions.
What time is that game though? 6:45?
6:45. I might be flow sporting it, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go with
I'm going
St. James
Oceanside.
is good.
I'm going
It's
Oceanside.
back to back. They're defending
Oceanside.
national champs. I'm gonna go with Oceanside. But only because St. James don't have that running back that they had last
No,
year.
they ain't got
He was the
Cam.
best running back
Even
in the
though
nation.
They look crazy. You seen them? I seen them.
I seen them.
They look crazy.
We're gonna disagree on this one. I don't think anybody's gonna beat West Chase.
At 13?
I think the coach wins back-to-back natties. You kind of
I don't
quiet.
know. That Oceanside Enon game was crazy. You seem to think that the other side of the winners bracket had the two better teams.
I
don't know.
think
I think
Chuck has been in this game, I think the last 5 years.
Yeah, like at least
So he has
five.
been
He
in
been
this
coming down.
game the last 5 years. One coach in the national championship 5 years in a row. And he doesn't move with his team. You give me what you got, and I coach them. That's some impressive stuff right there. I just don't think they lose. They've been down. They've been outmatched.
They've started slow in both games though. 'Cause remember, I did the NPRs on Monday night.
They have.
They started slow against the Illinois team, the Algonquin, and then they started slow yesterday. They almost went down 16-0, but then they put the Lamborghini on them.
So let's talk about
As soon as they
let's
got
talk
going.
about some of the semifinal games. I think Bloomfield quarterback is the best quarterback down here
Yeah,
in the tournament
yeah,
at 13
Stratford.
years.
Yeah, Stratford.
No, Bloomfield.
Yeah, Stratford. His name's Michael Stratford.
Oh, okay.
That's his name.
I thought you were talking about the team
No,
Stratford.
no.
He had at least 2 or 3 touchdowns called back.
Yeah. There was holding on one of them.
I'm not. I'm
For sure. there was holding
they
on
all
one.
could have had a penalty. But did you see the runs? They were
Yeah,
impressive.
no,
They're
no,
like
impressive.
50, 60,
He
70
got
yard
the unique
runs.
ability to run right and throw all the way to the left on the dime.
Which is to
Dime
me
catch
was
up.
the most impressive play on the week. Did you see it? He rolled right and threw the ball backwards. I mean, look, the catch was probably the best catch of the one hand running opposite of his body. So I'm going with West Chase, but I wanted to talk about that Bloomfield game. I think if Bloomfield on the 1 yard line go up 16-0,
It might be a different game.
West Chase is in trouble because they were struggling offensively to do anything against Bloomfield front because Bloomfield was so big, and they couldn't do anything with the 2 Bloomfield D tackles. They couldn't move them, so they couldn't get the spacing that they wanted. But in the end, you just can't make mistakes against a team like West Chase because they're too talented and they're too well coached. So once you start making those mistakes, they capitalize. I think when they fumbled, they went 99 yards and scored, right? They got the ball on the 1 yard line.
Well,
They drove
couple
99
passes
yards.
fast too.
Yeah.
Like in a minute or two, they was
They,
in the end
and
zone.
then they went up.
Fast.
So I think once they changed the momentum, I
Well, it's not
started.
that they never abandoned the pass game neither. West Chase didn't get chased out of the pass game. They went up in the pass game, then they went into the direct snap stuff, and it was a wrap.
West Chase did something I don't think 90% of youth football coaches can do. They were backed up on their 1 yard line in a 5 wide receiver set. I've never seen that. Youth football teams would be under center running quarterback sneak. These guys went 5 wides.
Well, they got the number 2, they got 7. I mean, they got some dogs.
So what
6.
they do though,
They
and
got
I'm gonna
6.
give them props on what they
There's
do.
no drop off with the quarterbacks.
I know what they do. They put Blaze in a slot on purpose, and they swing him out. And he draws so much attention on that swing route because if you get him the ball quick and he score, I think if you get him the ball quick, he's going to score a touchdown. So he draws 2 to him, and it opens up the slant. That's my
Just
boy
reading comments.
quarterback. Nobody. Jesus Christ. Y'all can stop arguing about. I was just saying Bloomfield quarterback is the best
Good.
quarterback. And that I seen. Look, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. It doesn't mean that other people aren't good. Okay, we're not taking away from the youth. We're just adding to them. Okay. Number 2 is to watch. He is to watch.
No,
Anyway,
it's tough.
he was the most
Electrifying player
dominant
yesterday.
player
Yeah, yesterday
in the
for
game
sure.
for any of them.
Yesterday for sure. 12U, Division 1.
Any old flight's gonna win by 40 points.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched that Gilbert team. It looks like the parity in that bracket one side of the bracket was clearly weaker than the other side. I don't see. I mean, I know that Gilbert Chandler team is tough, scrappy, but I just don't know if they have enough.
No disrespect to Gilbert. Thank you for coming down here. You had a great tournament. It was all fun. Book a Charlotte basketball game. NEO Flight is just way better football team.
Right.
They got better size, running back.
I mean, they was down 16-0 yesterday to the Firecats and came back and won, and the Firecats was loaded up. I mean, they jumped out quick, 16-0. Somehow, NEO Flight climbs back into the game and wins it at the end.
I want to say something to National Pop.
They're another one that didn't panic, never abandoned the passing game, nothing.
Stay in the spread.
Yeah, stay in the spread.
Next year, NEO Flight is going to make it out of the Southeast region. I mean, NEO Flight is going to make it out of Mid-America, and the Firecats is going to make it out of the Southeast region. Do us all a favor and put them on opposite sides of the bracket. If we're going to stay here to Saturday, we want to see that game. Please do us that favor. If you did not watch that game, go back to the stream and watch that game for fun. Don't watch the Tampa Bay and the Falcons. That's a waste of time. Go watch the Firecats and NEO Flight. Okay, that'll do you some justice to watch football. That was a banging game, and I was announcing the game on the other field. Rory, give me 1 minute, brother. All right, Tito. 11U. Harrisburg, I know looks good. And you think that they can pull it off. I just don't think nobody can beat the Richmond Heights fast break team. They're like the real fast break.
Harrisburg team
They're like the old Magic Johnson Lakers fast break.
I mean, they definitely put the Lamborghini doors on New Britain. But that Harrisburg team is the biggest 11U I think I've ever seen in my life, bro. They don't look like 11U. They look like a 12 or 13
I'm going with fast break.
Yeah,
I talked to their head coach. I was at the Nike store.
They're explosive. 11-7 is special. They got two dudes that are very special. They're fast, and they get up on you in a hurry. Like I said, 3 plays into the game, they was up 18-0. That's all it was. 3 plays. It was 18-0 in the first quarter.
I'm going to pause right here before I say anything else. I want to bring on our guests. Coach Rory, what's up,
What's up, fellas?
Chilling, brother. First, I want to say congratulations. What you did over the course of 2 seasons probably is one of the most dominant performances as a coach, and definitely in our region. I mean, we've seen some dominant performances, like I said, Chuck from West Chase being in the 95 years in a row. But from our area, what you've done with taking 2 13U teams back to back, staying at that level, having no kid that won a championship before, and knocking off the number 2 team in the nation twice, to me is one of the most dominant performances. So I want to give you your flowers, because as the president of that organization that you beat, I want to say that it was probably one of the biggest upset losses in Pop Warner history, to see a team that was in a national championship not make it out their league. And so that's why I got to give you your flowers, because I don't think I've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? Usually the leagues are given for if you was in the natty and you might run into some rubbish in the region, but you was able to pull that off. But talk to me about the overall experience. You did it 2 years in a row. Was this year more special than last year? Was last year more special? Was it equal? Talk to me about that.
I mean, first and foremost, man, to my players and the families and the parents that, decided to join our organization and trust me with their children and the development of their child, right? So when you go out there and you talk to these parents and you talk to these players who, man, I know a lot of y'all talk about, number 28, my linebacker, right? The guy is a maniac. Everybody love him, but guess what? He's been 0-9 for the last 4 years of his football career.
Talking about that Shane Gardner, right?
Shane Gardner and D'Artagnan, right? So it's like when you get those boys, right, you understand the talent, but they don't understand how big and how great they could be. So when you get those kind of kids, man, they come with a sense of just coach me. They don't come with no ego. They don't come with anything other than wanting to be a football player. And those are boys that I like. Those are boys that I go get, and I make sure I go get those kind of kids. So I understand that they're gonna take the coaching, they're gonna take it well, right? So I first and foremost give all credits to those boys and on both teams, right? Because either one of the teams had champions on either one of them. Other than of course last year we had BJ, but both teams are special. And I would say this year we had a bunch of talent. We had talent this year. We had real talent this year. I would say what comes with talent, you deal with a lot of boys that have been coached for a long time by a lot of other coaches, right? So they come with certain tendencies, and they
You
come with
believe getting
certain.
them to mesh is tougher for this year's
It's a lot.
being that it
Exactly.
was a different talent coming from different locations.
Exactly. So, but I say even though the struggle was real, as far as getting the boys to really band together, man, they band together so much faster than I expected, right? So to be able to go and to think about our season this year, we didn't make it out the second quarter for the first 4 games of the season. Well, Mount Hope was a full game, but our next 3 games was all forfeits within the first quarter. So it's like we really didn't have a full game until we played Milford.
Second half of the season, yeah.
Milford, and then Hartford, and then New Britain, and then
Right.
Hartford again, Manchester. So literally our last 4 games was the only time we had a full game. So if you take away that experience from having a full game for 3 games in a row, man, these boys played way better than what's to be expected, not having a full 8-game season when you calculate how much quarters is actually played, right? So it's amazing what they was able to pull off, man, and it's kudos to them because I'm not an easy coach to play for, and I never make it seem like I am, but I expect a certain level of effort, and these boys showed nothing but effort this year.
Was it anything that West Chase did that surprised you? I was surprised. Look, I think if you watched them, we all knew that they get into a direct snap with Blaze.
Yeah.
Like we saw it before. We did not see them have to draw it out. We didn't see them have to pull it out in prior games. I'm sure you did your homework, right?
Yeah.
But were you surprised when they did it? Because it seemed like that became one of the most successful things outside of number 2 catching, the route.
So truthfully, right? Every amazing team, every great team have a weakness, right? So, and I never shy away from even letting. Of course, now the season over, I can say what our weakness was. But if you think about it, man, New Britain was able to take 2 quarters away from us running direct snap, right? So that's been an issue on our team for the whole season. Not necessarily our interior play, but just the fatigue of the boys having to deal with that every single play, right? It breaks boys. It breaks you down. It breaks you down, especially when you have to go back on offense and then block at the level that I expect you to block, right? So that's been an issue for us for a while. They was just able to catch us in a moment where we couldn't just figure out a way to bounce back mentally. The game was a big game for a lot of these boys. That was the national championship. Like that, that was the.
That's what I told him. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I told him. Before you came on, we were talking to the Saddleback coach. I was telling Tito, I believe that you were better than the other 2 teams playing on the other side.
Yeah, definitely.
And I believe that the winner of your game get over there. If you punch it in on a half-yard line, I think it's a different game.
Yo.
It knows. I know. I'm sorry to bring it up. Listen,
it's early. Who knows what happens? It's early.
I know. Listen, I know. I'm sorry to bring it up. I was announcing this game, and I turn around and I see you going crazy, and then I look at the stream because I missed the play, and I just see the ball hit at the half-yard line, and I'm go. That completely changes. You can see your team deflate and their team rise in a moment, right?
Man,
now their
I
team
would
is
say
going
this.
crazy.
Because
you jumped on them like a pack of wild wolf packs.
Yo, listen, man. Our boys, and we don't usually start off hot. So one thing about it, and I know you guys always say, like, I always hear the podcast that say, man, Bloomfield got to score. So, and remember, Phil, we used to have conversation. I tell you, I'm probably the only coach in New England who only take NPRs on offense. I don't put NPRs nowhere else, right?
Yep.
So, and I take that on my shoulders. So I go into games expecting that 2 or 3 drives are going to be stalled, right? So I can make sure I get my NPRs out before the halftime. But I make sure I have the best defense that anybody will ever see, so that way we could be prepared for
You
that,
could
right?
deal with
So,
that 3, giving them 3 extra drives.
Exactly. So my way of coaching is not to make sure I score 40 points, but I'm also giving up 25. Nah, that's not my way of coaching. I want my defense to be as stout as possible, and I don't put NPRs on it. I don't put guys who I feel like don't want to tackle on it. It could be a guy who's fast, athletic, but if I feel like he's not going to be physical at the tackle, he won't play defense. Period. So it's I take those stalled drives on the chin, but I was able to make an adjustment for Nationals with turning my quote unquote NPR offense into Wildcat with Mike, right? So now in Nationals, now it's no longer a stalled drive now, because you give that boy 4 shots.
He popping.
Direct snap, that's the first down.
Something.
You get what I'm saying? So that adjustment, nobody had that on film, so I was able to switch that up real quick. But naturally, our team usually start off slow, but with that slight adjustment, we had points on the board within no time, especially with a good defensive play by our D-line and our linebackers by forcing the fumble.
I'm going to tackle the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is this. You see online, everybody see the comments, everybody's talking about how many flags Bloomfield got thrown on them. What's your thoughts on it? Like, I'm good, bad, indifferent, whether they was warranted, whether they wasn't. Talk to me about your thoughts on the fact that everybody talked about how many flags Bloomfield got thrown on them versus West Chase. In the moment, did you feel like that was happening?
Yeah, no, we was having full blown. All right, so it one thing about youth football, and I feel like the higher ups, the associates, the referees, should really recognize is when you take physicality, like we are a physical team. Like we preach physicality. We preach to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So when you make a boy, when I got my right tackle who's a dog coming to tell me, Coach Ali, I don't know what to do. Like I do what you told me to do, and I get flagged for it. I let go of him, I put my hands, I get flagged for it. So when that happens, right? Not only is it like it changed how they play, right? So the physicality that I'm expecting, that I'm asking for, they feel like they can't do it because it's going to harm their team. And so before I go into like how many flags it was, it just that really took away the physicality of the team that carried us the whole season, right? It's just like we couldn't be as physical because we just understood the dynamics of playing a view catcher, right?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, right? And I would say a lot of those touchdowns was called back on 5 men in the backfield. And one thing about 5 men in the backfield, it's a discretionary call. Because if somebody check with the ref and he backs up, and then the line judge across the field calls it, what can we do about that?
How many touchdowns did y'all get called back? I know when they got called back is still key, but how many did
so it's three altogether. Two of Mike, and one of
14 on the 5 man in the backfield.
Yeah.
Coming towards
this
way.
Yeah. So it was like, and one thing about it, man, discipline is one thing that I preach, and my boys will say it themselves, man. They had some mental blunders. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, right? They 13, they 14, and in those big moments, if you've never been in those big games, the biggest game I'm gonna tell you right now, man, us playing Hartford Hurricanes set us up to even win the Nationals, right? Because we was able to bang out and receive the experience of a big game, of a
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
crowd,
Especially the one that we.
cameras.
It was might have been the bright lights
So
on the old.
so I would say our NDO game was kind of that game where um, our boys felt like a level of success and they didn't see themselves getting a little bit higher than that, right? And sometimes it's not because they don't have no great vision for themselves. It's just like if they never been there before, just winning the Nationals is everything, right? If
Yeah,
they
yeah,
never
yeah.
they never even won a conference championship before,
Right.
right? They never, like my boy Stratford, even Stratford, as talented as he is, he ran up against Springfield every year. So he never came out of AYF, right? When he played AYF. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all the boys, even no matter how talented they were, it was a big moment for them, especially that second game, knowing that you win this game, you go to the Natty. Man, I know they were stressing.
Yo, quick question, Robbie. Quick question while we got you here, because you were in Camping World last year, and then you came to North Carolina this year. What'd you think about the North Carolina experience in 2025?
Yo, actually, man, other than the fact that it felt like back home, I like the facility. I think the facility was much cleaner. It was more organized as far as understanding where fields you at. It set the field numbers. I felt like playing on the turf is much better than playing on the rag
Parking
field, the
lot.
mud, the dirt that we
Parking
played
lot.
on. Yeah. I felt like it gave our boys less to do, which locked them in a little bit better.
It's funny you say that.
Overall, I give Charlotte a B. I didn't like last year because, of course, it cost more, and our boys wasn't focused because it was too fun.
So you enjoyed the 2025 experience. Like I was telling Phil, outside of the weather, outside of the weather,
it was just better.
I think the football is dope, but the weather's a little much. I mean, it's better than Connecticut because we going back to some shit. But the fact that all 4 games was there, the atmosphere, like for the first time in a long time, all of Connecticut was at your game yesterday. We was all there. Everybody was there watching the game. Like to have that. The games being set up the way it was, I believe it built for a better atmosphere where we wasn't getting those atmospheres in Orlando because if you played at Jones, you was way down the street. If you played on Field 1 behind Campbell World, you had to take
That's what I'm saying. Everything was in the same area.
Yeah,
like
the
it
same
was.
area.
I rock with Charlotte. I rock with Charlotte more than I rock with Camping World.
So that's a I got 2 questions. A statement, and then I got a final question. I struggle with that because this is 2 weeks before Christmas. People are spending. Everybody don't have means out there. Yeah. I still think Pop Warner needs to provide an experience. Disney was as fun as it was. I think the coaches, regardless of where we are, have to be the one to insulate our team and keep them locked in. You right, it was a lot of fun, but that was your first year. You didn't know how to keep them out of that.
I was having fun.
Right. So if right now next year was in ESPN Wide World of Sports and you came down with a team, I have the belief you would still know how to insulate them and say, look, this is
you would.
Like,
You would.
Even though
it was a lack of experience in the experience. Yeah.
Right. And so I think that I don't want to get drawn away from the fact that you got grandma coming, auntie coming, the kids is coming. Sometimes nobody got nobody to watch their kids, so they got to bring them. Here's the thing. You cannot keep 40 kids, 60 kids, 80 kids in a hotel with nothing to do, make it 30 degrees outside, and say, don't break the hotel. Bro, they're breaking the house if you don't let them out in the weekend. You're going to ask them to stay locked in a hotel for a week. You can't do that. And don't say, well, bring them to Dave and Buster's. That's an hour and a half. You haven't bought one of those
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where I'm at right now.
See? Like, you haven't bought one of them cars?
I'm in the car right now. My boys at Dave and Buster's.
Last question for you. Go back to Dave and Buster's. What is next for Coach Rory?
For right now, just trying to figure out and navigate what's coming up to me. and seeing where it go. Like honestly, just seeing what it look like for next year. Right now, I just really want to focus on getting these boys that I have now, making sure they get to the proper high schools. So I usually make sure I have exit meetings with each parent. And
Hey man, listen, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. We lost. Anyway, that was Coach Rory.
That was Coach Rory from the Bluefield 13U. Let's finish with the 10U, 9U, and 8U.
All right, so let's keep going. Division 1, 10U. I don't think that this is going to be a close game at all. I think, no, my bad. My bad.
We got Mo Better out of
Santa
Brooklyn,
Margarita.
out of Brooklyn, New York, and the Santa Margarita Cowboys. I believe that's California, right?
That is
Santa
Cali.
Margarita out of Cali. What
Cali.
part of Cali is that?
They're right by us.
Can I ask y'all a question? How come they wear orange or whatever they are this year? Last year they had the Florida Marlins turquoise. Is that the same program?
It's the same program. The coach changes colors every year.
Hey, I just want to be clear, Santa Margarita.
I thought they had the dopest uniforms last year.
I want to
That's
be
all I'm
clear,
saying.
Santa Margarita. The noise that you hear in the background is not us. It's not our fans. Do not shoot at us. That is not us, okay? You hear the boos, it's not us, bro.
Let's get back to the game.
Let's be clear.
They bumping into a monster with Mo Better.
Mo Better's just bumping into a monster too. Santa Margarita played Odell very well.
I'm going Mo Better.
I'm gonna go with Mo Better because we played them during the year. That I know
right
the
there
people's
from us.
the
They
league.
family.
They right there. We
Right there
played
from
them. I
New
think
York
they
City.
might come down this year. I gotta go with Mo Better. And I'm gonna be honest, Mo Better. When you see their kids,
they ain't have a tough road.
When you see their kids, though,
they drew Odell in the first round, knocked them off. They knocked off the defending national champs. They won the Division II national champ last year.
yeah, but what I'm saying is the cloth like their kids are cut with is different.
Yeah,
If you don't, you can tell they walking with that New York shit. It's different. You can see how the kids get out. They got the hoodies on, sweatsuits there. It's just different. It's different when you coming from the New York City. You can see it in their kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Their kids cut from a different cloth.
They play football.
You don't know the cloth until you feel it. I can't explain it to you. It's a cloth that these kids got from Mo Better. It's a swag, it's a cloth. And I played against that cloth. So I know what it is when they go and get tough. They rise to the occasion. So, shout out to them. We both going Mo Better Jags.
Yeah, we got to go with Mo Better.
We ain't got no choice but to go with them.
Right next door.
Okay.
Tri-State.
9U. Fort Myers Firecats versus Lower Perk.
That's a tough one.
That's
a tough one because Lower Perk plays good football. Obviously, Fort Myers got a ton of athletes.
Listen, I don't want Fort Myers all up in my business all weekend. So I'm going to go with the Fort Myers Firecats. They're going to come out with that speaker. Yo, Pop Money, y'all might as well just let them put the speaker in the middle of the place and just play music so everybody can hear it. I'm saying we don't got no DJ, so the least they could do is play the music.
Let me see something before I make mine.
Fort Myers listen.
Yeah. They knocked off Plainfield. Who you guys have ranked number one?
They
put the shabizzle on them.
Fort Myers, bro.
They put the shabizzle on them.
Fort Myers.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go Fort Myers. I can't imagine Lower Perk matching up with them speed wise. Even though I did watch some of Lower Perk game yesterday, they were a very sound football team. So that's gonna be an interesting game to watch. Then at AU, you could go either way with that one. I don't know.
I'm going to say that this is the best national championship.
Yeah, Capital City got two kids that are unbelievable. What is it?
Fort Myers Firecats gave up scored 505 points, and I think only gave up 18 on the season.
Yeah, but that Capital City team got two. We seen them game one.
Yep, one is Gucci. I call him. He's number one. You got number 18, and shout out to the girl.
Lightning fast.
Shout out to the girl that's playing. Her name is Juju, I believe. Shout out to the young lady that's playing Juju. She be balling. She hits. She don't play no games. So shout out to her. I wanted to give a special shout out to her. That is the only. I don't know if that's the only young lady. That's the only young lady I've seen down here.
Capital City they're an impressive looking team at AU, but obviously we know Fort Myers is loaded up at AU.
Choose one.
I'm gonna go Capital City.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Capital City.
You ain't supposed to
Capital.
agree. You ain't
No,
supposed to agree.
bro. I watched Capital City.
They tough. I mean,
Number
I'm not saying Fake
18
Ones-
is a grown
I'm
man.
not saying Fort Myers ain't tough. I'm just saying I've
Number
watched both
18 is a
teams.
grown man.
I've watched both teams. I don't see two players like the two the Capital City have on the other side.
Number 8.
I'm saying it all don't come together on Saturday, but my pick from what I see, because we faced them in the first round, I'm gonna go Capital City.
Number 18 is grown, like a grown man. Hey, Ernest, does number 18 run track? I have to believe that this kid run track because the way he moves and the speed that he possesses.
I ain't seen two kids that fast in a long time. Not at that age group. I was trying to think, when have we seen that before? I haven't seen two dudes that could dart like that. I mean,
Not on the same team at 8 years old.
Not at 8 years.
I would have took that kid at 10 years.
25 years of doing this. I can't recall seeing two players that fast on one team.
All right, recap. I have not spoke on how I feel about the venue at all on purpose. No. I'm
gonna tell you. All right, here's my.
Give me your assessment.
I actually don't think the week's been all that bad of a week. I like the way the game feels. It's set up. The weather sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I've been under the weather all week because of it. Because I've been helping Phil volunteering for Central Connecticut.
He's been helping me as if I'm Pop Warner. You've been helping Pop Warner.
Well, whatever. But either way, it's been rough out there. And we from the Northeast where we deal with this all the time. This is something different when the wind kicks in after 2-3 o'clock. I could do without the weather, but as far as the football is concerned, the football hasn't been a bad week of football. We've seen a lot of good games. The fact, like we said, all 4 games are going on where you could stand in the middle and watch all 4 is a pretty dope ideology. Obviously, tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be in a big stadium. We're going to get a different experience, which I'm looking forward to. So I don't think this has been a failure on Pop Warner's behalf in North Carolina. Hopefully, we can get back to a warmer climate. But if we had to come back here one more year, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
Now the nightlife sucks here. I ain't gonna lie. There's nothing for us to do because Orlando, our hometown. That's
Charlotte is about to be on your. You ain't just been out. Like I'm sure Charlotte's popping.
Nah, I don't know. It ain't like Orlando. It ain't like Orlando.
Yo, listen, Charlotte. Yo, you know what, Greg's in Charlotte. He's from Charlotte. Yo, Greg Parler. Yo, hop in my inbox. I'm gonna give you the link so you can get this guy a place to go. I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm about to say something crazy.
Well,
So,
how was your experience?
Let's move on.
Come on, man. You can't do that.
So listen to me, y'all. The venue. You know, once you have experienced Pop Warner at its greatest, if I'm trying to get back to Pop Warner's greatest, it's only one location I could ever compare it to. Now, when you ask me, is this bad? What am I comparing it to? Do I only get to compare it to what it was right before this? Or do I get to go to 2019 when I was able to stay on a Disney resort and get a bus to Magic Kingdom on Mondays and Thursdays when they ain't doing nothing? When I was able to go to Animal Kingdom in the morning because the Lions wake up early and then go to Epcot Center at night and ride that ride where it looked like you really in it and all that. It's a small world. I like all that.
Well, you like Disney though, bro.
And that's why I'm advocating that we should be back there. And here's what nobody wants to say. I'm about to put y'all on game. Here's what nobody want to say, bro. The atmosphere created an environment amongst the kids of all around the nation that they intertwined. So a lot of the BS that goes on in the hotel with knock, Zoom and kicking the doors didn't happen. Why? Because I could come on my balcony, let them all just run around the little football field that's at All-Star Sports where they used to stay. And they just used to play, bro. You got Jersey playing with Cali, playing with Chicago, playing with Hartford, playing with Fort Myers, and they just all there playing football. The coaches all talking. Now you got Fort Myers Firecats coaches chilling with your coaches out of Jersey. We got a cookout going on the balcony. Feed all the kids 100,000 hot dogs, hamburgers, no matter where you're from. The environment was a community environment, and if that's what we're supposed to be creating,
well,
the creation of the community is best when we all there. And what else we happen? Remember back in the day when you did some bush and the lady down the street would find you, and you could get your ass popped, and then she would tell your mother, and then she would pop. She knows over there, right? So remember that. And Pop Warner, if all of our kids was at the Disney Resort right now, and one of these ladies here saw one of the kids doing something about the fight, they go, "Hey, knock it off." Now you gotta watch your kid in the hotel, and they saying, "Hey, you walk down floor 2. I'm walking down floor 3. He walked down floor 5." So now we gotta walk floors of hotels. I don't want to do that, bro.
Well, and that's tough. Like you said, it's also tough boxing the kids in like that.
And so, and it's swimming pools. Look, after Wednesday when you lose, bro, I'm here for another 3 days. I want the kids to go swimming because the experience is what they're supposed to take away. You want to hear something funny? In 20 years, kids is not going to say, "Yo, remember we played that Pop Warner game on that Wednesday and won?" But you know what they will say? "Yo, remember we was all in Disney World and we got on that ride? What's that ride name? Yo, that scary one when remember so-and-so was scared and he didn't want to get on?" They'll remember the experience. They're not going to remember the football games. The football games is what brings them there. You lock them in. They're supposed to be locked in. The experience is what carries with them throughout lifetime. I think Pop Warner, as much as they're investing in the football side, there got to be somebody at Pop Warner Nationals that's putting as much time into what is the experience going to be like for the kids. I feel like it's too much thoughts about the money and the football side, but we got to start thinking about the experience side. No disrespect, Charlotte ain't it. And so the football is good. I agree with Chuck McLeod. Football is always good. The little scoreboards being way behind the first games, true. The multiple lines, that's a problem. My kid thought he scored a touchdown. And he was on the wrong line.
Hard to watch. I agree with him because it was hard to watch or to follow the game, not knowing when they were in bounce or not.
He didn't like Flow Sports. Again, there was no transportation. We could bring our whole team, get on the coach bus, and we all showed up. We took pictures in front of the Globe, and you walked in. And when you walked up the hill, the Pop Warner game was on the big ESPN screen. So you can look at Phil 17 right then and there. Then you can have your wings, because I used to love that spot. Y'all remember that spot? You eat the wings right there at the thing, and then they would take an hour off in between before they got to the night games.
They didn't provide no transportation for nobody. There was no shuttles for nothing.
There's no transportation
even
this year.
Right here when y'all cross the street.
Absolutely no transportation this year. And so for me,
so everybody had to rent cars this year, like the parents.
We
rent cars. Yeah, I mean.
So for me, obviously the football's top notch. Pop Warner got top notch football players. The fields are great. You can't argue with 4 turf fields. Like, you're never going to go wrong with 4 turf fields. They look good. The Super Bowl.
What I don't get, obviously, because
it's way too cold, bro.
We spend a lot of time in Orlando. Me and you both with our families. We're there all the time, 4, 5, 6 times a year, whatever. There's many sports complexes like this one in that Orlando area. I just don't understand how we're not at one of them.
But I'm gonna speak to.
Daytona has one. Lakeland has one. From what I understand, there's one new one in Orlando in the Villages. There's a big sports complex. How can't they land one of them other sports complexes in or around the Orlando area?
They just let me tap me in. Let me go negotiate. I listen. I could get this thing with Disney done tomorrow. Pay for the flight, set up the meeting, fly me in. I'ma walk in, and by the time I leave, we'll make the announcement that 2027 we coming home, baby. We ain't even gonna say Disney. We just gonna say we coming home. Everybody gonna know what that means. You gonna get the Eastern region back, Watkins and Marshall Heights and all of them teams that used to be. They gonna jump in. All the teams in New England gonna have to call us because they gonna want back in. It's gonna be a great time. But if you're asking me about the venue, if I'm comparing it to then, we got work to do. If I'm comparing it to last year,
I think it was better.
I will say the field space is better, and because we're not playing on a rolled out, sod on a parking lot.
The parking lot stuff. Yeah.
And so clearly Pop Warner heard that, and they made a change. So I'm gonna give them props for hearing it. But listen, last thing. I was told, and this is for National Pop Warner, I was told by, I can't say the program. I was talking to a president, a prominent Pop Warner president, that I gotta be careful what I say because I don't.
Shoot saying we need to get Clarence on the show.
Hey, Clarence, hit me up, bro. I'll see Clarence tomorrow.
Yeah.
Clarence, we'll talk. Clarence probably watching too. Clarence be watching. He be trying like you on the low. I be peeping you.
They all be watching. I found out from a prominent source. They all be watching.
No, but here's the thing. This is a true statement. I got it in my phone, but I'll never show it. A prominent Pop Warner president from a program that everybody in this room know that won multiple national championships said to me, I'm gonna read what he or she said. You gotta keep it neutral. Let me read this. And Lord, if I blow the bag and say the wrong name, I'm clipping it. No, so I'm not gonna blow the bag, but let me read this. They said, I'm telling you from a big-time cheerleader of Pop Warner, we are seriously thinking of pulling out next year, or at least until they get this under control. Citrus Sports is ruining our brand, and they're tired for fighting brand. They're tired of fighting for a brand that do not listen to its customers.
It's the truth.
There is petitions and everything for them. If nothing else, what they should do is try to get back to Disney and then tell us they didn't get back and why. We deserve that as families because every family around the nation is asking that. And you know what? People won't ask what you're doing with the money when you're back at Disney because I think we all kind of understand. You get what you pay for in life. You want to go cheap? This is what you're going to get. You want to spend some extra money? Pop Warner, y'all make some extra money too. Go back to Disney World. People not going to mind paying when they're getting their bang for the buck. Because I tell you right now, it'll be Uber to the Disney World Resort, and you won't have to catch another anything until it's time to fly home, because the buses take you everywhere. So that's my assessment. Don't be mad at nobody, Steve. I just got to get my assessment, bro. Don't be mad at us. Last words.
Oh, we good. I mean, looking forward to the next 2-day games. We got Division 2 tomorrow. We did the predictions.
But they also got
We'll
Flag, I think, coming.
Yeah, but I'm not watching Flag. So anyway,
I'm just saying. They got Flag coming. I wanted to point out that
general be in the building.
They could be Flag parents, bro. We
Watching
can't just say
Division
that.
2, watching the Division 2 football games from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. at night, watching all the games like we do every year. Saturday we'll be in the building again. You see us, come holler at us. If not, good luck to everybody. Peace to the guys. Your boy, Coach Correa, the General, 860 Army.
It's your boy, PH the Prez, Mr. Above 140. We out. Make sure y'all say what up when we see y'all. And y'all always screaming at us when we don't choose your team. We do not decide who wins. It's on you.
Oh, I'm definitely going Oceanside in 12 and 13. That the 11U Oceanside, and that's a tough game against LaPorte. I've watched them 2 years in a row now.
Then they're not going to win.
Yeah, LaPorte.
They're not going to win.
Team.
LaPorte Slicers will win big. Peace, love, and hair grease. One.
We got a fun-filled show
Get
tonight.
hot. I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Correa, the General, 860 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm
You ain't need more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8U down to Nationals.
I'm around. She caught me
When certain people don't get their way or they feel slighted, they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
We locked
Clear. I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No,
Never.
that's not what I'm saying. Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.